the lights here at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Not only was it a terrific return to get them out near the 50-yard line, that changes what you want to do on offense because your playbook is wide open. You want a quick start, you may go for a quick strike on your first play on offense with that great field position.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Ron, 13 loop. Hey, son, touch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
The Jaguars at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Jaguars, first down.
Hey, easy.
Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
The 15-yard line.
On red. Hey, I'm going. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who the freshest guy.
And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bashal Tootin hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run. Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A 7-yard gain.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
First down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st down is Jenkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Yasir Abdullah making the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Hey, lie. There we go.
Now Lawrence. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
On the jump. Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Top low 18. Here we go. Set. Ready, roll.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
60 Eagles, 18, tight end.
He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Hey. Focus, hot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Lisa 24.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Second down and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go! Hey, Soko.
They go play action now. Lawrence on the RPO. He'll keep it himself.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Second down and 3.
Hey, kill! Oh, let's go. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Sink right. Hey, tomato. Done. Sink right.
first carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Dinter. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, son. 30 left. Silver. It's hot.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Easy. Hey, easy. Ralph. All right, here we go. It's hot. Here we go.
Etienne up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to win. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Hey, Ron!
Etienne is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the set. 13, look. Hey, Lion.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Browns 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 34.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Man in the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's a quick throw right side.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off.
The kick kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run with ETN.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Pincher.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flag for ETN.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go. Here we go.
A give, running right, ETN.
Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard
Hey.
line.
This side.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Lisa 24. Turn. It's hot.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. The time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifted.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. So, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, run! Hey, Soko, hot.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, easy, route.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
That's the score. Jaguars 31, Browns 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey,
ETN once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big after this. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has a